Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I have wax empties for the second half of July. I think this is going to be titled part 3 because if I can remember right, when I filmed like the first half of the month, I had to do it in 2 videos because it was super long. Tiger's back. He might be wandering around. Oh, there you are. What are you doing? So he's gonna walk past the camera right now. There he is. So this looks a little bit crooked. My tripod I'm using is not working very well. So let's get into wax empties. I don't have a ton of empties. I'm gonna pull them out right now. I should have done this before I hit record, but that's okay. So I'll do obviously the empties first, and then I'll show you kind of what I went through. I was planning for August to do mostly Sassy Girl Aroma so I could try a lot of my Sassy Girl Aroma wax, but I found that between last month, June, and July, I have tried a decent amount. Hopefully I'll try and finish trying the rest. Try to finish trying. You know what I'm saying. I'll try and get through everything that I have that I haven't tried before and, you know, talk about it or whatever for those who are interested, because I do have quite a bit still that I own, excuse me, oh my gosh, that I haven't even tried yet. I can't even talk. Okay, let's start over. I was going to commit an entire month to just doing like mostly Sassy Girl Aroma so that I could get through all that stuff and then put a couple things in between. But I do have the Create Your Own Loaves that I obviously did. I hauled them and I talked about them. I have 4 more that I need to submit in. And so I was trying combinations of things and trying scents and seeing what I like. And do I want a coffee scent? Do I want a bakery scent? Do I want a fruity scent? That type of thing. So in doing that, I've discovered ones that I now like that I put back in my collection and ones that I want to destash. And so I'll talk about that. And it doesn't mean that I don't like it. If I'm going to destash it, it's just that I don't need a full chunk bag of it. You know, there's a lot of scents out there in vendor wax. There are very few that I want to repurchase or hoard and like enough to want a large amount of it. Unfortunately, vendors only offer scents in, you know, different bulk quantities. So you'll buy something big, you may not like it, you want to, you know, you're fine with trying it once, enjoying it, and then moving on. And so that's the case for a lot of stuff that I'm finding from, you know, Sassy Girl Aroma or Rose Girls or Super Tarts, that type of thing. So anyway, let's get to empties. I'm going to do bags first. I tried Super Tarts Very Good Cookie. I was pleasantly surprised. This was a free sample I got. The strength was a 2 to a 3, so it was like a light to medium throw. I actually melted this in my bathroom because I didn't think I was going to like it, and I was planning on like dumping it when I decided that I didn't like it, but I actually really liked it. I gave it a 4 out of a 5 for the appeal. That's an A, even though it looks like a P with a slash on it. Okay, I just had to pause for a second because Tiger was making crying noises, and I was like, what's wrong, Tiger? And then he brought his fuzzy ball nearby, and now I'm just trying to get him to like stop paying attention to me and go play with it. So he's just gonna sit there for a minute. But all right, so let's so Very Good Cookie, keep it far enough away from him. Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of a 5 for the appeal. I liked it. Pleasantly surprised. I liked the berry scent. I don't know if it's wild berry mousse that she uses. It doesn't smell like wild berry mousse. I like it, I think, a little bit more than wild berry mousse. Wild berry mousse tends to overpower things. And then a sugar cookie, I think. So there's that. Cream cheese frosting. This is from Haley's Heavenly Scents. I got this from a friend. She sent it to me to try. This was back when Haley's was still in business. They're not anymore, so I'm sorry, I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, but at the same time, I feel like it deserves some attention. This was a company, and the owner passed away. So that's very sad. And this was a cream cheese frosting scent that I think a lot of vendors do. It's just a cream cheese frosting scent. So it was nice to blend with. Not something that you would really melt on its own because it's not really strong enough to like sustain, but a good blender. I would say, you know, I was going to say, it's not one that I would repurchase, but I can't repurchase it anyway because the company is, actually the company closed and reopened, and I think it's like Honeybee or Sunnybee or something like that. If you know, write it down below, and then other people could see what that company is called. I do have cream cheese frosting blender, mini melters from Rose Girls, so that's enough for me. So that's why I wouldn't repurchase it. Super Tarts Nova Prime, melting this time around, because I did get a few pieces from a friend in like a random act of kindness. I liked it more this time around. It was creamier. It was a nice scent. It's lighter. I wish it was stronger. It's like a blackberry lemon bakery scent. I don't get a ton of bakery, but there's something about it. I think it's probably the lemon, like lemon curd, that gives you that, the essence of it being a bakery scent. I did like that, and I feel like I would repurchase Nova Prime, even though the reason why I'm saying like I was surprised that I liked it was because I think I bought it in a band bag and then de-stashed it to Canada Cam, if I remember that right. I have hiccups randomly. Okay, you're gonna hear Tiger talking because he carries. Oh my god, he found 2 fuzzy ball toys. He carries them around in his mouth and he like talks while he's doing it. Okay, so this is the Purple Fox Pillow Mint, which is like a lavender mint scent. This wasn't as strong. I was holding on to this for a really long time. It smelled really good, but it wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. Kind of good for a bedroom, like a lighter scent where it's not overpowering. It was definitely herbal lavender and a mint scent, but on cold. But when you melted it, it was mostly just like a mint scent. So that lavender went away, and I liked it better on cold than I did when it was warm because it pretty much just became like a peppermint scent. And I thought that was disappointing. Ghostess from Destination Wax. I've heard people say this is really strong, but this was not strong for me. This was 2 of those Lilliput cubes that she used to make. I don't know if she still makes them and just doesn't call them Lilliputs. And I can't remember what kind of blend this was. I want to say it was a tea and cakes blend, but I don't remember. I liked the scent, but it just wasn't very strong. And I didn't like it enough that I would repurchase it and deal with how light it was. So yeah, I put 1 of the cubes in and it was not very strong. And so I thought, okay, well, let's try the other cube, because if this is what I get with just 1 of the cubes, you know, and I can hardly smell it, like I'm not going to save the other one to like re-melt a different time by itself. I would rather just like toss it in and see if I can get a stronger throw, you know, kind of like nothing to lose, but it did not make it much stronger. It was pretty light. I would give it like a 2 out of 5. And I don't know, it's from July of 2017, so it's a year old. I guess Destination Wax hasn't been open long enough to really be able to say a lot about how long their wax lasts. I haven't heard people say that it like doesn't last past a year or something like that, but you know, it's also a newer company, so there aren't a lot of like testimonials that could be had, or yeah, okay, I'm gonna move on. All right, from Vintage Chic Scents, one of the things I don't like about vintage, well, it's not like, it's just my own little personal whatever, is that there's no Vintage Chic Scents label on here. So if you were to send this in a random act of kindness, or you wanted to give this to a friend with a bunch of other like Vintage Chic Scents stuff, there's no label that even like advertises the company. And that seems so weird to me. Don't you want to put your company name on your sticker? Like your tag? I don't know. That's weird. I think that they should have like even just a little symbol or something where that would recognize the company. I mean, we know people that buy Vintage Chic Scents, you can recognize that label. Like I know that's a label from Vintage Chic Scents. I know by now, but someone who's new to wax or doesn't pay attention to wax, or you would gift them something, they're never going to know. And what if they really like a scent? They're not going to be able to know what company it's from. So yeah, anyway, Jackie O in Monaco. I think this is the what is it? Let me quickly pull this out. Princess of Monaco. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Where is my Princess of Monaco? I have it somewhere. I need to melt my summer scent, so I'm trying to get through it. So this is Princess of Monaco with her Jackie O scent. Princess of Monaco is like lemon curd marshmallow, and then the Jackie O part is like marshmallow birthday cake, vanilla bean Noel, kind of like a vanilla marshmallowy bakery scent. I don't get a throw from Jackie O, so on its own, or at least I haven't in the several times that I've tried it from different pours over the last couple years. And I think it's probably a nice blender, but I don't get a throw on its own. But I was surprised because I got more of a throw from this than I thought I was going to. Now I gave the strength, I rated out of a 5 in case you don't know or don't regularly watch. 5 being the strongest or the best, and 0 or 1 being like the least, whatever. So this was a 2 to a 3, so it was like a light to medium throw. I put it in my bedroom and my bathroom to see if like spacing it out would be better, and I liked it that way. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 because I like the scent, but I'm not big on lemon and scents, and this was more of like a tart, sweet lemon. I didn't get like a bakery scent from it. I didn't get like a vanilla scent from it. I didn't even get like a marshmallow scent. It was more of like a light, sweet, but tart lemon. Not really cleaner smelling, but some people might think it's a cleaner lemon, depending on how your nose picks up lemon. Again, I'm not big on lemon scents just because I smell lemon in, like, you know, cleaning products that I use and all, you know, air fresheners when you go in a public restroom or different things like that. I smell lemon all the time for other things like that I don't really want to like constantly be smelling lemon. So it's not really my type of thing, but I did like this, and now I'm looking forward to smelling the regular Princess of Monaco and kind of comparing my nose to which one I liked better. I'm going to guess that I'm going to like Princess of Monaco better just because I don't feel like Jackie Opard brought too much to the table again because I couldn't smell it. So I've spent too much time talking about that. Pink Sugar Peppermint Meringue from Sassy Girl Aroma. I've been talking about this every month. I finally finished it. It is obviously pink sugar, Aquilina scent, and then a peppermint meringue, which is kind of like a peppermint vanilla sweet scent. It was good for bedtime. Each chunk I cut in half and put in my Centerpiece warmer that has a timer on it. It's only 13 watts, but it did very well. And so I am now done with that. And I have been moving on to using this for my nighttime melt, which is Sleepy from the Bathing Garden. So, oh, shoot. Pause. I don't know why I just decided to grab that, but I still have more empties. I have some little cup things. Volcano from Candles by Victoria. This is a popular scent that a lot of vendors do. I believe it's like an anthropology scent. I have no idea what, a perfume or something, a candle that they sell. I don't know. It was fruity and delicious, and I really liked the scent. Yeah. It smells like orange, clementine, tropical fruits, like orange, pineapple, lemon, melon, just a whole bunch of really nice fruits. Not like deep berry fruits, but like the lighter orangey yellow fruits, I would say. I did like that one, had a good throw. Melted pretty well actually for Candles by Victoria. I would not repurchase it from Candles by Victoria, but I would from a different vendor. Candles by Victoria, if you already know, I bought a ton. When I was first getting into vendor wax, I wanted to try all these scents, and it was just easy to purchase from one vendor, and they don't melt very well. I have luck with some of them, but most of them, they're very hard to get to melt, even in my hottest warmers. So they are not scent shots that I would repurchase, even though like right now, she's having a sale this weekend that's like $1.60 per scent shot. That's a pretty good deal. Also, when I first got into vendor wax, I probably would have thought that was like a really expensive deal. Like, oh my God, I'm not paying more than $1.50. Now I know that like it costs more. That's a steal of a deal. So anyway, Spindrift from Hayden Rowe. This, you can see I gave the strength a 2 to a 3. It was lighter than I thought it was going to be. I actually thought this was going to be really strong. I liked this, but it's not one that I would repurchase. It was kind of like a fresh, oceany laundry scent. I would need something sweeter. I'd have to blend this with something. It's just not my type of scent. It was definitely like a clean ocean fresh laundry scent. And then we've got Bermuda Sands, also from Hayden Rowe. And this is like pink sands with something else mixed together. And I wish I could tell you about it, but it was just so light. Did I even write? No, I didn't. This was so light. I would give it a 1 out of 5 for a throw. I could kind of smell it if I had my nose up to it. Put it in my 20 watt Glade. 20 or 24 watt. I can never remember. That I had in my bathroom, and no. You could barely smell like the pink sands scent, but you had to have your nose very close to it. Not a repurchase, not a recommendation. I would not recommend trying that one. I don't know why that was so hard for me. I'm just going to try and move this stuff over because it's hard to reach with my arm. And then I finished pistachio and rose water cake, also from Destination Wax. And I like this scent. It's got pretty messy there. But it's just not my type of scent. I gave it strength a 4 out of 5 because it is strong, but the appeal is only a 2 to a 3. I like it. I don't love it. I'm probably not going to repurchase it. I mean, maybe if I'm placing an order, I might get another one, but really, I don't need any more wax that I'm not in love with, that I've tried, that I know that I'm not in love with. It's unique, though. I like and appreciate that the pistachio is more of a pistachio scent and not a cherry. Not a cherry pistachio. I just don't like the rose scent. It's not super rosy. It's definitely that rose water. But it's, I don't know. It's just not, it's not for me. And I know some people love it, so they can have it all. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish talking about this. And I'll do the rest of the clamshells. Oh my god, are there more empties here? Damn it, there are. Okay. I suck at this. Emerald Sea. Strength 3 out of 5. Appeal 4. I liked this scent. This was like I wrote sweet, fresh, floral, green. Yeah, this was like a fresh, florally aquatic scent with like green notes. Almost like a lagoon. But there was something like sweet about it. Not super floral, just more like a fruity, sweet, fresh aquatic scent. I did like it. This is a scent I would repurchase from a different vendor if I could know exactly what was in it and where I could buy it. Lighthouse Point from Kringle. This was so light, I gave it a 1 to a 2 out of 5. I did like it. I gave it 3 out of 5 for the appeal. But I don't know how to explain this. I don't think I can. It was so light, it's hard to explain. It's not like, it's kind of what you would imagine that, well, I don't know what you would imagine that picture smelling like. There's something like sandalwood masculine about it. When I was hoping for it to be more aquatic and, I don't know. It's kind of, it's masculine, but not cologne-y. I'm not going to talk about it. It was just light, and I wouldn't repurchase it. Sleepy from, I almost said Super Tarts. The Bathing Garden. Melted like 1 or 2 cubes of this. I can't remember. And hopefully I'll finish this by the next time I do an empties video, because this has been my nighttime melt. It's, I think, pink sugar and peppermint. It smells mostly like peppermint with a hint of pink sugar, and it does have a good throw. So I've gone through all the, oh my god, no, I haven't gone through all the empties. Okay, let's do clamshell empties. Ellen from Super Tarts. This is her Jaws scent mixed with pink sugar. I do like this. I feel like the pink sugar really tones it down. This is older and squishy. I've had clamshells that I have purchased get squishy, and they are usually the dark blue or the dark red wax. It's usually like a strongly pigmented wax that ends up getting like squishy, but it didn't really affect the throw. The throw was decent. It just obviously breaks down the clamshells. But I like the blends more than I like Jaws on its own. I'm not a fan of Jaws on its own. I like the strawberry jam one. I like the pink sugar one. I like the pomegranate one. So yeah, anyway, there's that. And then Vanilla Delicious Birthday from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is French vanilla, sugary syrup, fresh baked buttery dough with powdered sugar blended with our moist birthday cake. I did not like this. It wasn't that well, it's not that I hated it. I like the birthday scent in it, and there were times when I would smell it and I thought it smelled good from that Vanilla Delicious, which to me is just like a vanilla scent. but it wasn't very strong, and her birthday scent is usually like stronger than this blend is together. So I think that Vanilla Delicious for some reason clashed with the birthday cake in like wax science. Chemically, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I feel like it like canceled out the scent and made it super light, because I gave it a 2 out of 5, but the appeal is a 3 out of 5. You know, it's another terrible scent. But I got through it pretty quickly because I was like, oh, this sucks. It's light. I'm just going to like use it up as fast as possible. And I did. Not going to repurchase it. I don't recommend trying it because it was just lighter. Unless you like really light scents. But yeah, there was something a little bit off to it too. I don't know what the Vanilla Delicious is, but it kind of smelled plasticky. Hidden Royal Beach Towels, I've only melted half of this. I gave the strength a 3 out of 5. The appeal is a 2. This is hard to explain. It's a laundry scent, but it almost has, there's something mixed in it. It's like a fresh, beachy laundry scent. Maybe with like driftwood and other things that you would make you think of the beach or the ocean, like fresh sea, salty sea air or something like that, and driftwood. But there's almost like a vanilla or something that makes it a little bit sweeter. But when it melts, I don't really get all that. I just get this laundry scent that I'm not a fan of. I don't know, my nose doesn't like it, so that's not something that I'm going to repurchase. Ugh, I gotta rearrange my sitting position here. Alright, let's just go through the rest of the clamshells so I can stack them right here. Scarlet Rain Pink Alien I've had for a while. I don't remember if I bought this or if I was given this free in a D-stash. Funny looking skull. It had a big R for, or like an S and an R for Scarlet Rain. The strength is a 3 to a 4 out of 5. This is a strong scent, and I do like it. It's not one I'm going to repurchase, though, because there's something about the Alien scent that has this sharp note to my nose. Alien is a Terry Mugler perfume. Alien and Angel, I like both of them. I love Angel. It reminds me of my mom because she likes that perfume, and my grandma because she likes that perfume. So I like Angel better. If this was like Pink Sugar and Angel, I would have probably loved it. So it's not like I hate it. I definitely smell more Alien than Pink Sugar. Pink Sugar is kind of in the background. If you like Alien and you like Pink Sugar, you'd probably like this. But I think, I could be wrong. I feel like people have had drama with Scarlet Rain, or I feel like, I don't know, there's something either that it's hard to get or they've had issues with it. I'm not sure. I shouldn't even say that because I don't know for sure. But for some reason that like triggers in my mind that it's either like hard to get or they don't do restocks very often or they had some issues or something like that. So it might not be the easiest to get your hands on. So maybe try it from a different vendor. But yeah, Pink Sugar and Alien smells pretty good together. And yeah, it's strong. Radiant Red Maple from Sassy Girl. I wanted to try this to see how close it was to the original. It's pretty close. I mean, sorry, I had to pause again. So, this is as close as you're going to get to the original Radiant Red Maple. It gives you everything that you would want from that scent in here. It's a really, really, really close dupe. And I definitely want more of it because I think this is the only clamshell of it that I have. I'm not desperate to get my hands on it like really soon. I know I want some just in case that for some reason the vendor stops making, or like the supplier stops making that oil. But I do have like a full Radiant Red Maple candle, and I have a few of the minis that I chunked up to melt. So I have a lot of the original melts. So I don't want to purchase it and then just have this sitting around. Oh my god. Okay, I keep having to pause and then I lose my train of thought. Okay, so yes, I don't want it to sit around and just get older, you know. I don't, you know, it's not like I think that they have a short shelf life, but I also just don't want to purchase it. You know, I'd rather wait until I'm getting lower on that or melt through some of the original stuff that I have. But I have debated doing a create your own loaf with like Radiant Red Maple and Marshmallow Fireside, and one other scent, but I can't remember what it would be. Marshmallow, or I don't know, whatever. I think it's a Bath & Body Works scent that I was going to blend with it, but I thought maybe this mixed with Marshmallow Fireside would be nice to do a blend your own loaf, but I haven't made up my mind. Anyway, this is Macintosh Apple, Woody Caramel, Smoky Notes, and Sweet Maple. I don't think this smells like Mac Apple. This doesn't smell like Mac Apple to me. But anyway, if you have smelled Bath & Body Works version of this, I think that if you try this, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that it's very, very close. On cold, it smells a little bit different, and you might think like, oh yeah, they're not the exact same, because they aren't the exact same, but it is very, very close. And 1 cube of this was decent, 2 cubes was better. I liked 2 cubes together to give me that strong throw. It did throw pretty far, and it lasted a really long time, so pleasantly surprised with that one. Deadpool from Super Tarts. I wanted to try that, so I melted a cube. This is fresh picked strawberries and satsuma. I did really like this, and not that you care, I've kind of destroyed that clamshell. Yeah, I really like that satsuma scent. I didn't think I was going to. I'm finally just discovering satsuma. It's mostly satsuma, but you can smell the strawberry. I think I want more strawberry, but I do really like that. And I think I have a second clamshell of that. I can't remember. And then I melted more lavender vanilla custard. I think I melted just 1 cube. I like this. This is really nice. First of all, this clamshell is really pretty with that lavender and that little key. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite clamshells that she has made. All of hers are really pretty, but I don't get lavender and then a vanilla custard. I almost get what I think is like a herbal lavender and laundry scent, or something with that vanilla custard that reminds me. It's just really smooth, and it kind of reminds me of a laundry scent. I don't get it on cold, but when I melt it, that's when I smell that scent, and it smells pretty good. I'm just gonna stack those higher there because I need more room. Okay, so that is one that I would repurchase. I would get Deadpool again. I would get Radiant Maple again. I would get Lavender Vanilla Custard again. So I tried some Rose Girls Watermelon Pink Lemonade Blonde Moment. This is mostly Blonde Moment. And I do get like a watermelon scent. I do get like a, I don't want to say pink lemonade, but kind of like a watermelon lemonade scent. But mostly that Blonde Moment, and I'm not a huge fan of Blonde Moment, but boy was this strong. This was super strong. But I'm going to destash this along with some other like individual chunks of Rose Girls in a sampler for someone that maybe wants to try a bunch of scents. This one I'm going to do with it. This is Strawberry and Raspberry Stick Candy. This was lighter. I don't know what it was about this, but this was light, like too light for me. It smells really good on cold. It smells like strawberry and a tart raspberry and like a sugary sweetness. But yeah, there's 3 pieces left, so I will destash that too. Just wasn't my type of thing. And then I have Sassy Girl Aroma Pink Chiffon and Flip Flops. I really liked this. This was mostly I smelled Pink Chiffon, but it was mostly this Flip Flop scent, which I think is a coconut blend of some kind, like a coconut cream. To me, when I forgot that I was melting this, and then I was thinking, oh, what is this scent? It reminded me of like a creamy coconut laundry scent. It was a very smooth, I really liked it. I got this in like a sampler. Like, look how big this chunk is. Oh my god. That's a pretty big chunk for someone to send me compared to like this piece that's probably more realistic to what someone would send a sampler, because you could cut that in half and have 2 melts. The third piece was a little bit smaller, and I melted the whole thing, and it was strong, and I was very impressed. I probably didn't need to melt the whole thing, but I just thought I'm going to go for it, so I was pleasantly surprised. I think I might purchase this in the future, but I don't know. It's kind of more of like a summery scent with that coconut, so I don't know that I would buy it in a huge amount, but maybe like a clamshell or something. Yeah, I was like, oh wait, does she come in with like medium-sized things? I don't know that she has medium-sized shapes or whatever. It's either like clamshell or chunk bag for like, you know, the in-between amounts. Whatever, anyway. This video is all over the place. So yeah, that was strong, and I did like that. I'll just set that right there. And then I have some BAM bags and some Sassy Girl Aroma chunk bags. So I think I'll do the chunk bags first. I'm melting this right now. This is Wild Elderberry Cotton Candy. This is just like leftover that I'm melting. I should probably go try and smell this so I can refresh my nose to what this smells like. So I will be right back. Okay, so I melted a half of a chunk. I cut a chunk in half. You can probably see the other small piece there. So this is described as tart wild elderberry, tart wild elderberries and huckleberries combined with the sweet nectar of peach and apricot sweetened by sugary cotton candy. Now this on cold I was not impressed with. It's not my type of scent. It smells kind of like berry fruit snacks, and there's something a little too tart. It's okay. I think it would blend well with bakery, but I think I'd rather have like just blackberry and blend it with bakery, and I'd be happier with it. So I'm actually going to de-stash the rest of this. I know this is a popular scent, so someone else that likes that scent can enjoy that. Also, I have Toasted Marshmallow Old Town Bake Shop. And that one does have a good throw, by the way, for a half a chunk. It has a decent throw. Toasted Marshmallow Old Town Bake Shop. I don't like her toasted marshmallow. I like her regular marshmallow. Sassy Girl Aroma has a marshmallow and then a toasted marshmallow. Between the two, I like the regular marshmallow better. The toasted marshmallow has a chemical note. I feel like I've heard people describe that specific toasted marshmallow scent from lots of vendors, because lots of vendors get it. But I've heard people describe it as like smelling like dill pickles, because there's something chemically about it that might smell maybe like vinegar. I can see that because it has this chemical note. It's probably the same reason why I didn't like the Cookie Monster scent that was like marshmallow and sugar cookies, because I think it was toasted marshmallow and sugar cookies, and I like her regular marshmallow. But this is mostly that toasted marshmallow. I struggle to smell the Old Town Bake Shop. When it's melting, it's better. I do smell a little bit more Old Town Bake Shop, and it does smell like a little bit more of like a bakery scent. So this is buttery vanilla, fresh dough, and gooey batter with hints of sugared almonds, and that's the Old Town Bake Shop. And then it says in toasted marshmallows, which is the toasted marshmallow part. So I smell a little bit more of that Old Town Bake Shop when melting, but I mostly get that toasted marshmallow. Now some people love her toasted marshmallow, so this would be good for them. But yeah, I'm going to de-stash this because I just don't like it enough to need to keep it. I thought I was going to have it as like a blender, but, and I could keep it as a blender. I don't need it. I have to only give myself enough, like I have my, my drawer unit things, and I have a certain area I have allotted for Sassy Girl Aroma, and I don't want to spend any more space on it. So I'm only allowing myself however many chunk bags fit in there, and if they don't, then I have to de-stash or, cram them in there or use them up, that type of thing. And so I just don't want to take up space with something I'm not in love with. So then we have Sweet Lavender Marshmallow Cotton Candy. This also is, it's a popular scent. It's been around. It's just like the pink sugar, sweet lavender marshmallow type scents. And you get a little bit of that cotton candy, a little marshmallow, and then obviously that sweet lavender. It's a nice blend. But this one as well, I'm going to de-stash. Even though it's a nice blend, I have scents that are very similar to it. Ones that are very similar that I think I like a little bit more, so I'm going to de-stash this. And that one had a good throw too. And then Oak Barrel Cider Cinnamon Donut Vanilla Bean Noel and Toasted Marshmallow. For some reason I like the toasted marshmallow in this blend. I bought 2 of these bags when it first came out, which was last fall. This is really nice. Now melting it, if I was going to recreate this, what I would do is do the Oak Barrel Cider, which smells amazing, and I would do Cinnamon Sugar Donut from Bath & Body Works, like that type. with Vanilla Bean Noel and Toasted Marshmallow, because I think this cinnamon donut is a cinnamon donut oil that a lot of vendors use that is predominantly cinnamon and not that yummy, delicious cinnamon sugar donut that Bath & Body Works does. And so when you melt this, you smell a little bit more cinnamon than I think that I want, than probably most people want. It blends really nice and it's a beautiful scent, but I want less cinnamon and more like apple cider and vanilla bean and marshmallow and that type of, I want it to be creamier and less cinnamon. But I will still enjoy it. It does smell really nice. This is my type of a fall cinnamon scent. She did recently restock like a scent similar to this. It was oak barrel cider, cinnamon donut, and I think toasted marshmallow. I don't think it had vanilla bean Noel in it, and I think that makes a pretty big difference because that makes it a lot creamier and less intense on the cinnamon. So there's that. And then I have some band bags. I know she recently brought out Rain and Blackberry, which is now called Jessica Jones. I wanted to melt this because everybody just raves about it. And I'm like, am I crazy? Was I just not like in the right mindset to melt this before? Because it's not, I like it, but I don't love it. I was debating destashing it. And so I melted some more of it, and I think I stick with my opinion. This isn't like my ride or die scent. I do like it, but man, that rain scent to me smells like shampoo or shower gel. I get that. The thing is, it smells like a specific shower gel. Some people get fresh rain and fresh air and that oceanic scent, and I do think it smells that way, but it smells like a shower gel I've had in the past from like Bath & Body Works or Caress or, you know, something that I have used before. It smells like shampoo or a shower gel or something that is familiar to me. And I want more blackberry from this. Now, I was talking with my friend Danny, and she's like, no, I want more rain. So, you know, it's interesting, like, how our noses differ. It just kind of smells soapy. There's something soapy or shower gel-like to me. Jelly, gelatin. Gosh, it doesn't really, it's hard to describe, but if you know that scent, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to melt this to see, do I want to keep it? Do I want to destash it? I like it enough to keep this, at least for now. Maybe if I get further down, I might decide to just sell the rest if it's not a favorite of mine. But I was also thinking, like, maybe I should buy a clamshell of her new one, and maybe she made the formula a little different and I'll like it better then. But my friend Danny says that she believes it to be the same, because I did send her some of this originally to try when we did, like, I sold her a destash or whatever, and she sold, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Annabelle from Super Tarts as well. This is hard to read. This is brown sugar pecans, pie crust, blackberry, and marshmallow fluff. I do like this scent. I'm glad I have it in a band bag. It smells really nice. I get the blackberry. I get that pecan, however you like to say it, scent. A little bit of the pie crust. I do get like a marshmallowiness. It's definitely a fall scent. If you're far away from it and you smell it, it's a little bit off-putting and more bakery, but when you get closer, like walk into the room where you're melting it, you can smell more of that blackberry. But I wish the blackberry was stronger in this. I do like it, but I just wish the blackberry was stronger. And I know I could melt blackberry with it, but I just wish that I didn't have to. So, yeah, but it had a good throw. It wasn't like super outrageously headache inducing, but it did have a pretty far throw where you could smell it far enough away. And then Dr. Doom, I only melted like a small piece of this, and I don't think I melted it for very long because I wanted to put in a nighttime melt. This was lighter. Obviously, I used a small piece though, so I have to melt it more. I don't really have a strong opinion on it right now, but I did buy it in a band bag, so hopefully I like it. This is patchouli, Madagascar black pepper, and a super creamy vanilla bean, and I think that this is her Lord of Misrule scent. Gosh, it smells so good on cold. It's like a vanilla, patchouli, fall, but like soothing, comforting scent. with a hint of that black pepper. I want this to be stronger and more distinct when I melt it. So let me just set it right here. I need to melt more of that and give a better opinion after I melt it again, but I did want to show I kind of melted it, so whatever. So that's everything, kind of a messy view in front of you. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm not going to keep you any longer because this video is super long. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, bye.